Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Today we're talking about something that's specific to what's going on in Houston right now, which is we're actually supposed to have a hard freeze. And some of my northern brethren will smirk at me and laugh. But yes, when it gets down to 21 degrees and it doesn't get above freezing for 8, 12 hours, all hell breaks loose. Streets freeze, plants die, problems happen. And this specifically is something I've been dealing with for yesterday and today, which is what do you do to prepare? Because I have been on social media and neighborhood groups just offering, hey, we're here for questions, we're here for help. We're trying to help and offering that to a bunch of different communities and everything else. I've gotten over 100 different questions. It's just been hell. And if I haven't gotten to, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can, trying to get to every last person, asking people for pictures, trying to help them, understanding that what is correct is to be prepared a good deal before this for now. Because I'm asking these people, when's the last time it was serviced? When's the last time you've had an inspection? And a lot of the times I get, I don't know, never, 8 years ago. And the reality is I can try to help you the very best I can. And that's what we're going to do. But you really need an inspection. That's kind of important. There's things that I cannot do virtually. I can't do through Facebook. I can't do through Zoom, where I can't put a camera inside your chimney. I can't tell if it's been struck by lightning or had chimney fires. I can't. But we're still going to try to help. I've helped some people change out batteries. I've helped, a guy install a remote control where I've walked him through it on Zoom. There's a lot of stuff we can do to help. But it's very, very important that we do maintenance ahead of time. So if you still need help, go to our Facebook page, schedule a virtual assessment. We are going to do everything we can to help you. But without us physically going to your location and inspecting it, there's no way I can truly know what's going on. So you get educated guesses. Now, I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm a pretty good guesser. But it does not make it 100% sure. So we really need inspections. So call us. Go out. Try to get in. Maybe someone reschedules, but it's going to be cold. So things you can do, because I went over this we already filmed it. It's going to be on at 5 o'clock today on channel 11. We filmed what to do. Some of it, if your fireplace is okay and you know it's fine, the things you need to do before you light it, which is preheat the venting system. If it's a wood burning fireplace, you need to preheat the venting system, which means you take some newspaper, you twist it into a torch, you light the top of it, and you hold it up towards the damper. That's the thing that opens and closes until it heats the venting system. And you'll eventually see the smoke from that torch start to go up. Then you can take your pre-prepared wood, if you're burning wood, and drop the torch into it and light your wood. And it's going to vent and it's going to work correctly. Also, even before that, and this all goes together, make sure the damper's open. There's a handle that you push left to right, forward, back, poke it up, poke it down. There's a lot of different damper styles. But what I always tell everybody is, do me a favor, kind of look up. Make sure, use your phone, look up, take a picture, make sure the damper's open. Because especially if you're lighting wood and the damper's closed, it's going to get dramatic. And really what we want, I preach this forever, we want boring fires, not exciting fires. Because when it gets too exciting, problems are going on. If you have fire and smoke coming out into your face and you have to reach in there and try to open the damper, we get drama. So double check that that's open always, always, always before we start. So the next thing that we can go over is, thanks, Gamboa. The next thing we can go over is making sure that where you put your fire. If you've already had it inspected, you already know this. But if you don't, if there's cracks, if there's loose bricks, if there's holes, if there's metal sticking out where there shouldn't be, that's a problem. That really needs to get fixed before you use it. So I suggest you do not use it. If you have gas logs and the flame's coming dramatically out of one side and not the other, that's a maintenance issue. It could be a water leak where we have rusted spots. which is letting too much gas out of one side, or it could be that the sand itself is compacted on one side and not the other, and more flame comes out of one side. But if you see anything that looks weird, I would encourage you, stop. Just all stop. It's not worth it. Hopefully we don't lose power this time. But the fireplace too, an open fireplace, this is another thing we went over on the news channel, is an open fireplace is really not designed to heat. Now, yes, like a fire pit, if you get close to it, it's going to be hot. If you put your hands over the flame, it's going to be hot. But if you step back 6 feet or so, it may actually be colder, because air for the fireplace trout goes into the fireplace for combustion air and up. Normally that's air from your room, which is heated. It's conditioned. So all that's going to the outside. So what replaces that hot air inside your house, which is usually leaking from the windows, the doors, something, it's cold air. And the fireplace doesn't produce enough heat to really make up for the loss of cold air towards the outside. So if you want heat, let us know. There's ways, especially if you have gas, Valor gas inserts, Valor fireplaces, there's wood stoves, there's wood inserts. There's things we have done, especially recently, that will help with this if you want a backup heat source. Another thing that people say all the time is, I would like a fan on my fireplace, gas fireplace, something else to project heat forward. And there's a simple question, which is, when do you really need heat? And they're like, well, if the power goes out, I want this to heat more space. But if the power goes out, the fan stops working. A doesn't equal B. So it's really important that we get something, if your idea is this is a backup heat source, that actually produces heat when the power's off. If you go to Valor gas inserts, Valor fireplaces work great. Their theme is no power, no problem. They work great. There's wood stoves. The problem with wood stoves and wood in general is you light it, there's no off switch. That's a problem. With gas, you can turn it off and on instantaneously. The Valors have thermostats in the remotes, so it will turn up or down, on or off to maintain a temperature inside your room. So there's a lot of benefits to gas, but if you want wood, we can do that as well. But those are heating appliances. Really, an open fireplace is more mental heat than physical heat. It's really not designed. Now, once again, if you're freezing to death, you can get close enough to that fire where it is hot. Yes, fire is hot. So yes, you can. But functional heat in the room, it's not designed for that at all. So these are some of the things. If you have other questions, put it in the comments. Go to the Lord's Chimney Facebook page. There's Instagram. We have tons of stuff on our YouTube channel. If you have a question, just put it in the search bar. There's a good chance over the last 3 years, I have a video to answer the question. I did a lot of that when people were asking me questions on Facebook, because I would give them a link to a Facebook video. And it answers the whole question. Like, how do I pick firewood? That was a question I got today. And I gave them a video on how to pick firewood. So go to our YouTube channel. Please follow it. If you have any questions, need any help, we're here to help. That's why I'm answering questions. I will answer questions as long as I humanly can. I'm sitting on my phone all day long answering fireplace and chimney questions. So if you know of anybody that's in a Facebook group or in a neighborhood group, anything else that could use help or anything else, tag me, tag our company. I'll be happy to help. Tell them to call. You can go to our website and schedule a virtual assessment. You just fill out a form. You can enter pictures if you want to show us what you're talking about, and it will schedule a Zoom meeting, and we can get to those faster than we can get to actually in-person appointments. And we can try to help you. You can actually be on video and show me what you're looking at. I can walk you through trying to light a fireplace or what's going on. So that's it for today. Please like it, share it. We want to help as many people as possible. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. I'll get on Monday to talk about the cold, and maybe Tuesday, depending on what's going on. So I appreciate it. And once again, thanks, Gamboa, for the like.